Kind of does work actually. Hey, Adriano. MTG Soul Strong, everyone. Great, great player. If you want to watch someone who doesn't punt every other game, you should definitely give him a follow. Plays a ton of modern. Does really well. What's up, bud? Usually tough matchup for control. Man, I have new glasses and they've been like hurting. I think it's just always the case with new glasses. I don't know, maybe they're just a little too tight. Alright, they could have company. No company, nice. Shadow the sky better than the populate here. Extortion specialist. Alright, chat, what do you think? Can we find a non-tap plan in our top 5 cards? Looks like we can. Exiling graveyard when I have Delusion to Yard. Just a Chad move. For no reason. Hell yeah, I know. Thanks for the raid, buds. What are you up to today? Damn. Hmm. I'm not sure that's the best play, but it's probably at least fine. That's probably not great, but I don't think it matters too much. I think I could run out of cards. No, I have Castle and Hall. It's gonna be really hard for me to run out of anything. Not taking that Doomscar. Yeah, I don't think it mattered much. I like the flexibility of Iganja against maybe some collected companies. I go for the Iganjo playing somehow their last card in hand is company and they hit a lieutenant. Could just be really bad for me. I guess if I was gonna kill it, maybe I should have killed it on my turn. Looking for whatever that's called, defender, the bodyguard. It's also pretty good for them. I think maybe I need to just chump the magpie for now. Can't really kill it right away. Yeah, that delusion exile. Six toughness Adelaide is kind of annoying. Can't use a Gaianjo, can't kill it with Wandering Emperor. Basic check, oh. Hmm. Cards to me. Alright, let's do a basic check. I'm curious. They've got to have one basic force, right? Surely. Okay. The one hull of the storm current is always so good. Just so good when you get in these spots and just totally brick walls them. Should have done other way around. Veto for company first. I did not have a free attack. The human tokens don't have vigilance. I do have a Ganja in my hand though, so I can probably spew it. Or the 4 color deck's not playing Ragman anymore. I think it's a lot awkward with Risen Reef, I guess. It's maybe not as good. Don't have enough green for Gust. Prison War is only good in these matchups when they have flyers. Dream Trawler could be good. Might be better than Farewell because of Thalia. So I'm gonna cut Veto. Maybe I should at least have one Veto. How about the 4 color decks that are back to running Ewit? I'm not sure, honestly. I think you can go either way. I think Ragavan's probably still fine. I'm a fan. People just don't know what to cut, I guess. And the Ragavan is less consistent, I guess. Oof. Now you're ready to go down to 5 cards. Alright, I guess it's not Thalia. It's kind of nice. And no Adeline either. Hey, Mr. Larlar. How's this deck shaping up? Hard to get meaningful sample size. Just a list I ported from Explorer. Seems fine. I think Blue White's probably one of the best decks. I don't think it's super exciting and you're gonna have like an insane win rate or anything, but it's pretty well rounded. And the Wandering Emperor is pretty messed up cards. Está dispo. ¿Qué tal? No verdict. Feels Sag. Did I get to play more John second? No, I gave up after one match. I beat Red Black senseless. And I decided that's all I had in me right now. Speaking of right on time, is Dream Trawler the truth? Todo genial, un placer escucharte hablar español, un abrazo. I don't know what placer, I didn't understand. I mean, I kind of got it, but not exactly. Dream Trawler Sprite and Nuts versus Red Black. That's what Harry 13 was saying about it in Pioneer. He wanted it for the Red Black matchups. I'd be worried about maybe Invoke Despair. If that's a card they play. Abrazo means hug. Pastel means pleasure. Oh, so nice. Gracias, está dispo. 5, 6, 7, 8. What do you think about Divide Decree? The fine cards. It's fine in small numbers. You don't want to overdo it with sorcery speed removal. But it's nice to have Planeswalker answer. Planeswalkers are not always super easy to deal with, so yeah, it's a decent card. Why can it not attack? Because it's the creature they brought back was Extraction Specialist. There's no sound coming out of the game. Oh, thank you. I forgot to change the settings on after the podcast. Classic. First time streamer. Please forgive. Everyone's like, wow, that just got much worse. Can they even hit anything? Save it from the Wanderer? That being said, should have maybe marched in response. I guess March Exiles too. Should have marched in response because that's Valia, right?
Not much of a roadblock.
Actually, I could just take 10. If I take 10, I'm kind of... Feels like I'm kind of maybe committed to find a sweeper, or else I'm just gonna die. So maybe it's a bit better to do this. I get to draw the cards. I'm the creature deck now. Do I even need to though? Not sure I want to. That's probably pretty reasonable to do so though. TNXYZ74. Very cryptic, but thank you so much for your resub. Thanks for the 7 months. Hope you're having a great day. Oh, should have not rubbed my eyes. I guess I still had some onion or pepper left on my fingers from cooking earlier. It's just TNXYZ74 resubbing. It's making me so emotional. 7 months. These are the froze. What did I do? Missed 1 life and 1 damage. How so? Oh. Yeah, there's the +1 counter. What's the most overrated sauce in your opinion? That's a good question. Let me think from my viewpoint, given how much I like a sauce and how overrated I think they are. What sauce am I not a big fan of?
We must protect the people.
I don't know. They're just sauces are usually pretty decent. I love pesto. Love tomato sauce in general. Love mayo. Love ketchup. Well, I don't know if I love mayo and love ketchup, but they're fine. Salsa. All salsa are delicious. Maybe like probably steak sauce. Like probably a bunch of the steak sauce are like overrated. Béarnaise, yeah, I mean Béarnaise is good, but basic marinara is overrated. Yeah, I could see that. Sauce au poivre, ouais, je suis d'accord que les sauce au poivre, sauce béarnaise et tout. Après, moi, je suis toujours un peu déçu. Honnêtement, je suis toujours un peu déçu par les steaks. À moins de prendre un steak dans un super endroit. I'm usually disappointed by steak in general, though. At restaurants. I always, unless you go to a really good steakhouse or somehow to a place that has a really good steak, like steaks just I always trick myself into ordering steak. Well, not always, but once in a while, and I'm invariably just disappointed by it. Sriracha is overrated? I don't think so. I think sriracha is good and convenient and it does the job. I mean, I don't think people like rate sriracha insanely high, but I don't know, chili sauces are just fine, I guess. That's junk food. I just beat red, black, senseless, but I didn't want to play more with junk food. It was just mind numbing. I'm not in the greatest spots. I mean, I do have a deluge, I guess.
Still have much to learn.
I am in a pretty great spot. Isn't Steko Club amazing? We were talking about it. I think pepper sauce can be overrated. Chimichurri. Yeah, chimichurri is very good. Chimichurri might be a little overrated, if I had to guess. Cocktail sauce. Yeah. When we go to the States for Christmas, like one of Liz's aunt always brings that like those shrimps from the store, shrimps plus cocktail sauce. And the shrimps are like not very good, and the cocktail sauce is not very. I agree, shrimp was cocktail sauce that's served even at restaurants was. It's usually, in my opinion, anyway. It's usually I find it pretty bad. Yeah, cocktail sauce could be. Or maybe people just know cocktails. I mean, is cocktail sauce even really still a thing? Shrimp with cocktail sauce is so good. Honestly, I've been disappointed a lot, but I mean it's like everywhere. If you get it in a good place where they do it well, it's. I mean anything done well with good ingredients is great. Is can taste really good. No, I know hardcast. Sorry, I'm terrible because I'm a monster. I'm at 11. Could actually die. If I make. Hmm. Oh, have I not untapped lands yet? I have. I'll just let them have it, I guess. I haven't untapped the lands yet, I guess, right? Cocktail sauce is used to cover up the taste of bad shrimp. Hmm. Alright, I guess I decided to give them a chance. As usual, I'm feeling very generous. This is like super hard cast. 8 mana. What's the single most overrated French food? I don't know. Say stuff, chats. I don't know. I never know what. Well, not that, but French foods. Overrated French food.
Finally,
I don't think anything's really overrated.
you're done.
Frog legs and snails. I mean, maybe people make a bigger deal than it is because I like never eat frog legs and snails basically. All snails sometimes. Hummus considered a sauce? I don't think so. More like a dip. Dip and sauce probably slightly different. Macaron? I don't think macaron are overrated. They're freaking amazing. Foie gras? I don't think foie gras is still overrated though. I don't need foie gras anymore, but
Show them how we greet our enemies.
tête de veau. I mean, I don't think anyone overrates tête de veau. Tête de veau is probably just weird to most people. Am I a cheese hater? No, I'm a cheese lover. Ever had ortolan? Not sure. What's ortolan? Chicken cordon bleu. And same if you get them from the store. I actually used to like them when I was a kid, even the store bought one. But if you get a good one from you can get it from the butchers like homemades, or you can homemade them yourself. Up dog, definitely overrated. Name of a cheese. I've probably had some at some point, but can't tell for sure.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Pain au chocolat? Nah, pain au chocolat are the absolute nuts. Croissant pain au chocolat from nah. I don't think you can overrate croissant or pain au chocolat. They're just like 10 out of 10 for what they are, you know. They're just perfect. Just let them know I'm the boss. Yeah, pain au raisin is they have like kind of pain au chocolat, but with raisins. I mean, they're fine, but they're not close to croissant. What about its compound, this deck list? Hmm. Yeah, kind of too rich. Overpowering and like too rich. Yeah, I think too rich is a good way to put it. I guess it's the case with most things. I guess not. Like an eclair, you can have like maybe an eclair and it's a lot, but you can actually have like probably 3 or 4 croissants for breakfast. I mean, I guess they're just lighter, so maybe it's just kind of dumb takes. Raisins and Viennoise. Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of chocolate chip cookie. I've definitely never been pleasantly surprised when it was a raisins cookie and not a chocolate chip cookie. I don't know, the overrated, underrated discussions are always always funny. It's like magic. What's the command already? No. Don't we have a command for like overrated or underrated? Just mille. Yeah. I mean, all French pastry. Most French pastries are delicious. I think the US is catching up, I would guess, because just it's like for everything, right? People just get better with the internet and stuff. It's same for cooking, but like pastries in general, like your average bread, your average loaf of bread, your average pastry is so much better in France than it is in the US. Just like your average burger is probably going to be much better in the US. All right, I guess I just need to hope they don't have counters in their deck and try and get a little value here.
I hope you're ready to lose.
German bakeries are top
We
tier.
must protect the people.
German bakeries are pretty good. I thought they're better than French bakeries on average. And they've braked on their Delvers entire game, and this game's still like
Not for intruders.
not looking super great for me. Germany is literally known for its bread. Yeah, because France is definitely not known for its bread. I'm actually not sure I've ever seen bread in France. Bread check. I really don't want to veto that, and then I can't cast a Mary Deluge.
I guess that's that.
Oh, I only have one basic, or did I get two? Meaning, meaning my field of runes are gonna do work. I guess they don't really need too many lands to operate. Looks like this game's over. A little chat? What does a little chat even do? Also, does veto counter both? It's like an impulse, right? Okay, pretty good. Countering the ops. I think I want to save my mana for Field of Ruin plus Wandering Emperor. I'm gonna open the window a bit. Could opponent
You're just
have had another 1/1 if they waited
must
for the
protect
target?
the people.
Yeah, they... No, because the way Sacrifice works with cards like Pyromancer, if you stack the Pyromancer to a casualty, I don't think it works well for you. You don't get the token because the sack is in the casting cost. So I think it would have been the same thing. Wait, where did he get 2 Pyromancers from? Alright, I guess I'll stop. I'll counter it. This way they can't just go off with all these 1/1s.
May your blade strike.
Alright, I still don't think they can really overpower me here. I didn't forget to strip mine. I was trying... Yeah, no, I didn't forget to strip mine. I mean, that was a bad attack, actually. Or I should have bounced out alarm. I'm just not paying attention to what's going on right now. I'm just gonna try and find a sweeper. Have you tried the Lotus Field Strict Proxy Blue-White deck? Not recently. Can't say I have. Alright, they're kind of forcing my hand here. Which is fine. I can just bounce one of the 2/1s. Keep my Wandering Emperor alive.
Remember your training.
Little chip damage. Not sure I love Gus against them. I don't know if I want to board out all my cheap counters. I guess I'm bringing in disputes. They're probably gonna have their own disputes. So maybe dispute to fight dispute is good. Farewell can go. This card's like double edge. It's obviously awful against dispute and might just be too late. Also kind of unbeatable if you resolve it. A Faithful Absence, maybe a little too grindy for... It's a lot of 4s, but Sweeper are pretty effective against them. Shatter seems awesome against them. Yeah, I'll just do 1. Trim rid of the top end. Yeah, I could have cut Absence too. Why they give Croakies a preview for Double Master Sue, but not me? I don't know what Double Master Sue is. He's the biggest MTG streamer. I think it's okay if he gets a preview every time. It makes sense, right? Maybe get his viewers interested in other formats. I mean, I would love to get more previews, but it's not that big of a deal, honestly. Basically makes probably zero difference to my bottom line. Don't worry, there's gonna be a water pitcher refill fast. It's empty, the pitcher is empty, and my glass is empty. It's not just absorb that, just if I can slow them down and stop them from finding a counter spell, so I can actually resolve on my 4 mana spells. Alright, that's a good sign. Probably means they don't have a counter spell. Where can I see that sweet Ragless list from this morning? My untapped profile? Or Brandon DeCandio's Twitter account? I don't think it was anything special, but it's a cool build of red black. I wouldn't go crafting Herald of Anguish just for that deck though. Didn't seem quite worth it. Yeah, they only have 2 basics. We know that from game 1. I mean, that's probably what a good mana base should look like. Just 2 basics. You got dual lands, you got auto aura. You got man lands. Hey, Seva. How do you see game 1? I mean, same reason we did right now. I mean, trying to deal with a young pyro, 4 mana for removal spell. Just so underwhelming. Hey, Joe. That might be worth it, rather than Deluge. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and save the 1 life. Potentially more. Wow, that's great results. That's so good for me. I mean, they do have 6 damage in play, but it's still really good for me. This sounds main Deluge. Maybe I'll just find portable hold and stuff. That is not great. They have the clue too? Yikes. Is the meta healthy? Yeah, I can't tell what's good or I don't feel I've seen anything that's like super good. I've done okay with a bunch of decks. Nothing special. It's super good right now. Explorer is really fun right now. might be the best format, honestly, that someone can play right now. Like testing for the qualifier is fun. New format, high stakes, kind of. I mean, it's really hard to qualify. You have to do insanely well, so that part is rough, but I don't know. It's especially fun if you're just trying to. It's like perfect for me right now because I'm practicing for a tournament. It's a new format. And I guess basically those two things, so just kind of make it great. Should I kill first or should I deluge first? I think they just kill it first. Do they have haste creatures? I don't think so. I don't know, this is kind of questionable. Not playing deluge first. But they do play with fire in their deck. You guys thought Explorer? Nah. We talked mostly Pioneer. I wanted to talk a bit about exploring Modern, but we talked for Pioneer for a really long time, so I just kept it to the... Nah, basically not. But if you have any questions, I can try and answer now. I have a Fateful, I have a Spot Removal. I'm gonna keep Absorb, I think, and maybe Shark Typhoons, highest impact. But like Settle Wreckage is kind of the safe. I think Shark Typhoon's good enough. I don't think I need to be worried about many creatures. I guess it's like kind of highest upside is Absorb Shark Typhoon because feels like it almost locks up the game. I'm gonna keep Absorb mana up though. Probably. Would have been trickier if their Delver flipped. If I probably would have just made a 6. Yeah, it would have been kind of tricky. Yeah, I'll use Absorb so I don't have to use a removal, so I don't have to let them draw cards. Okay, good enough. My hand was kind of trash, but... You played my opponent's deck was no iteration. Was iteration gone? Seems rough. Any specific decks I'm leaning towards?